ويك اب ايه؟
Alice?
ايه اللي حصل؟ السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم محمد أيمن. النهاردة الحلقة التانية من ألين ويك. المفروض ان هو كان ستريم وانا قطعته على كذا جزء، فيلا بينا نكمل الستريم. الحق البيت، يلا اجري 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 اجري. الخفافيش. اوف اوف اوف. جاي ده انت بطيء زحليقة يا حاج. جاي يا حاج. نو ايه بس. ماتت. تاكلت. حصلها ايه؟ ايه اللي حصل؟ غرقت. نط يا اسطى جابها. هو ده شغل الجدعان. ويك اب ايه؟ ايه اللي حصل؟ ايه شغل الناس السايكو ده؟
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
نفايت هيلب يا اخويا. هات يا عم.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
لقد وقعت من فوق يد النيلة. اجزام تاني.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
طب ايه، هننزل من هنا بقى مادام الناحية التانية ما نفعتش.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use.
تمام.
It looked like a long hike through the forest to get
هنروح البنزينة. يلا بينا البنزينة. يلا بينا. فوكس فوكس. لقد وقعت السيارة. يا نهار ابيض. ربنا يعوض عليك يا كبير. انا ماشي صح؟ انت بتفطس بسرعة كده ليه يا كابتن؟ خد نفسك خد نفسك. تمام انت كده اجري. نور تاني يا ربي.
Hello? Someone there?
لا ما تاخدش في بالك.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
الله عليك. F5 title page.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
لا ربنا معاك حبيبي. يا دي النيلة. اكسيدنت ايه بس؟ check point reached.
The lights up ahead were a good
ايه
sign.
فوكس.
Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
ربنا يستر يا حبيبي. في حاجة نزلت هوبا. مفيش. هنمشي كده يا بنمشي على الخشبة. الله عليك يا ابني. انزل. حاسس ان احنا لبسنا خازوق نار. هي بس استنى.
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to.
Premium cabins for
يخرب بيتك.
Oh hell.
Carl Stucky. Pleased to meet you.
اوه هو مات.
Reservation deposit.
هو مش ده اللي كان هيديه مفتاح؟
Fair and square.
ايه؟ ايه الحوار؟ بيك اب ايه؟ بيج. هو وقت بيج ده في تحت. يا اختي لا مش نازل يا عم. هي البيج دي فيها ايه معلش؟
The taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
طيب shine brighter بيقولك. طب فين ال في ورقة هنا؟
Out in the open, I was as
It's the latest
يا لهوي. ولا
birds.
اجري.
Contestably proven. Help!
يا اختي.
That sight.
اوف. اوه.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
ايفر انرجايزر ما شاء الله. في حاجة هنا تاني؟ شوية حجارة حلوين. هات يا راجل تاني. انا مع مسدس فقط. ماشي.
During your trying. It's the latest.
في حاجة هنا. هات.
Contestably proven. Help. Let you.
هات اتصل يا باشا.
Yes.
Rifle Sheriff Station.
يخرب بيتك بوظ الكابلات. انا مزنوق جوه. تقولش يا اختي. ولا اطلع يلا. اطلع من الباب. اجري. هاجر اروح فين طيب؟ اف.
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out.
يا عم هتلاقيه ولا راح ولا جه. الباب اتفتح. طيب ماشي، شكرا. يا اختي اجري. اي اي اي. اوف. ريلود. كيو.
My head pounded with the concussion. I'd never
تقول يا
fired a
عم
gun
ان انا
inside
لازم
a shooting
اموت.
range, and now I just killed someone or something.
kill someone
There
ليه
were no
بس؟
bodies. They just disappeared.
ايه؟
If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
الله يا ابني.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
دي ليلة مهببة. ده ما احنا مش شغالين عند اهاليكم. في ايه فوق؟ انا شايف حاجة منورة فوق. ايه؟ بيج كمان مكتوب فيها ايه؟ اوه.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
تمام. ايه؟ في حاجة جوه كابتن؟ الله، بطارية شكرا يا كابتن. اوف. يا دي النيلة السودا.
What the hell was that?
شوفي في يوم يا ايبك جيمز اللي لعبتينا
When I
اللعبة
saw the
النهاردة دي.
river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head.
اه
I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
يا دي النيلة. امشي ازاي كده؟ في ايه هناك؟ ورق. ايه؟ اديني الورقة فين؟ هو ما تقوليش ان كل دول فاتوني.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
تمام. يجب النطق. لا مش عايزين هبل. عايزين نمشي شوية بسلام داخلي.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
حاجة بتلمع في الأرض. يديني بطاريات والدنيا حلوة. طب بقولك ايه، مفيش حاجة هنا. ماشي. حاجة بتلمع هنا. اوف اوف كيو يا ابن موت يا دي النيلة. لا احنا مش هنلعب. بس كده حيوانات بشرية. هاي
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
افتح. حلو بطاريات وطلب. الموتور ده بيشتغل ولا ايه؟
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
عايز تلففني المكان كله شكلك. نطلع نبص من فوق. طلعنا فوق. يا هوا.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
reach the top. الجنريتور هناك. لو نطيت عادي. يا اختي اوف ده انتوا رخمين. يلا بينا. اشتغل المعلم. تمام. هل في حاجة جوه؟ اديني الورق يا معلم.
I
تمام.
heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
تمام. اوه، البندقية. شغلني جميل. خلينا السلاح بقى، ما نشغل طلقتين. شغل. بس واحد وقت. تمام. اطلع لفوق يا ابني. لا، يمسك نفسك. نايس. هل في حاجة هناك بتتاخد ولا أي حاجة؟ تشيك بوينت.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep.
يا راجل أشد شدة.
It's absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. See, listen, you know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in this.
عايز أعرف العلامات اللي على
Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild.
طب هناك في ورقة.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
ايه ده؟ طب امال ايه العلامات اللي كانت هناك؟
It's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
flare gun. مفيش حاجات هنا. تمام، ده كان الراديو. ماشي. هنروح عليه عشان ده بيتعب بسرعة. هات البستول عادي. اوف اوف. اوف. لا يجري 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 يجري. لا خليني في السيف هيفن. المفروض مكنتش ارجع. خلينا في السيف هيفن كده. لا بقى احنا هنهرج. يا دي النيلة. ريلود.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
تمام.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
تمام. ده اللي هيحصل دلوقتي.
graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
الورا دي مفيش حاجة.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage. Ladies and
ده هم هيجيبوا البتاع كلها ولا ايه؟ احنا فاضل لنا بيج واحدة بس.
Called in late? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
تمام. لا انا مش هقعد استنى اسمعك يا حاج. مين جاي؟ مين جاي؟ لازم اعدي من النص. check where reached. انتوا فين يا ولود اوف. لا 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 ايه تاني؟ ما بيموتش. ده ما بيموتش يا ابن الله. يا راجل.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reached the lights of the gas station alive.
ريتشارد ماشي. اوف. الباب.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
أول ما وصلنا. وصلنا محطة البنزين.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
طيب يا جماعة، بما ان احنا وصلنا محطة البنزين، كده تمام اوي كده النهاردة. اشوفكم ان شاء الله الستريم الجاي والفيديو الجاي. متنسوش تعملوا لايك وشير وسبسكرايب. مع السلامة.